Right now, millions of people are drowning in a silent room. No one hears them scream, because they never do. Henry David Thoreau called it quiet desperation. It's the friction between who you are and who you know you could be. Picture a car with the parking brake on. You press the gas, the engine roars, but you don't move. That's what quiet desperation feels like every single day. So what do most people do? They reach for a quick fix, a motivational video, a new planner, a 5 a.m. wake-up challenge. These are band-aids on a broken bone. They target your behavior. But they never touch your identity, and identity always wins. Carl Jung gave us a brutal warning about this. He said choosing the safe road, staying the same, is a slow death. Not a dramatic death, a quiet one. Cell by cell, year by year. Here's the truth bomb. Change feels hard. But staying stuck is harder. It just hurts in slow motion. Today, we're releasing that parking brake. For good. Stick with me through 5 stages. Each one builds on the last. By the end, you won't just feel motivated. You'll have a system. Let's start with the thing you've been running from your whole life. Chapter 1. The Catalyst. Why discomfort is your green light. Here's a question that will change how you see your worst days. What if your pain is not a red light? What if it's a green one? Psychologist Jack Mezirow studied how adults actually transform. He found one trigger shows up again and again. He called it a disorienting dilemma. Think of it like an earthquake under a house. The house looks fine for years. Then the ground shakes. Cracks appear in walls you thought were solid. That's a divorce, a layoff, a diagnosis, a breakdown at 2 a.m. It feels like collapse, but it's actually an inspection. The earthquake didn't create the cracks. It just revealed them. Your old foundation was never as strong as you believed. Now here's where most people get it backwards. We treat anxiety and regret like enemies invading our peace. We medicate them, numb them, scroll past them. But Jungian psychology sees it differently. These uncomfortable feelings are messengers, not attackers. They're your psyche knocking on the door, saying, "This isn't working anymore." Imagine a smoke alarm going off in your kitchen. You don't smash the alarm. You look for the fire. Your discomfort is the alarm. Your old habits are the fire. So next time anxiety hits, don't ask, "How do I make this stop?" Ask, "What is this trying to show me?" That single shift turns pain into a compass. If this idea is landing for you, hit subscribe right now, because the next chapter contains the single biggest mental shift in this video. Chapter 2. The core shift, the subject-object breakthrough. This is it, the aha moment. Read slowly. Harvard psychologist Robert Kegan spent decades studying adult growth. He discovered something that explains why willpower keeps failing you. Everything in your mind is either subject or object. Subject means you are fused with it. You can't see it. It sees you. Object means you can hold it at arm's length. You can examine it. Here's the everyday image. Think about wearing glasses. When you look through glasses, you don't see the glasses. You see the world, shaped by lenses you forgot were even there. That's subject. The lens controls you invisibly. Now take the glasses off. Hold them in your hand. Look at them. Now they're object. You can clean them, adjust them, even replace them. Most people are wearing their fear, their anger, their old stories, like glasses. They don't have a fearful thought. They are the fearful thought. This is why they say, "I'm just an anxious person." That sentence is a pair of glasses fused to their face. Here's the practical exercise. Say this out loud right now. Not, "I am a fearful person." Instead, "I am having a fearful thought." Feel the difference? One is a cage. The other is a hand holding a mirror. The moment you name the thought, you step outside it. You take the glasses off your face and put them in your hand. That is the birth of what Kegan calls a self-authoring mind. You go from being written by your past to writing your next page. This shift alone can save you years of spinning in place. Save this video right now so you can rewatch this exact chapter, because knowing this isn't enough. Next, we make it move. Chapter 3. The execution, the action-first principle. Here's the trap almost everyone falls into after a big realization. They wait to feel ready before they act. They meditate, they journal, they wait for the fear to disappear first. But feelings are like weather. You don't wait for good weather to live your life. There's a Japanese method built entirely around this insight. It's called Morita Therapy. Its core rule sounds almost too simple. Let feelings take care of themselves. Focus only on purposeful action, nothing else. Imagine a river. Your emotions are the current. Fast, unpredictable, loud. You are not the current. You are the boat. You don't stop paddling because the water feels rough. You paddle through the rough water toward your destination. The current will always change. Your direction doesn't have to. Now here's the science behind why this actually works. Psychologist Albert Bandura studied something called self-efficacy. That's just a fancy term for belief that you can do the thing. He found this belief doesn't come before action. It comes after. Picture learning to ride a bike. You don't feel confident first and then pedal. You wobble, you pedal anyway, and confidence shows up on the way. Action isn't the result of courage. Action is the manufacturing plant for courage. Thomas Huxley said it like a hammer hitting a nail. The whole goal of an educated mind is simple. Make yourself do the necessary thing, whether you feel like it or not. Not eventually, not when it's comfortable, now. So today, pick one small action you've been postponing. Don't wait to feel brave. Do it scared, do it now. Comment below the one action you're committing to today. Now let's make sure this isn't a one-day fire that burns out by Friday. Chapter 4. Sustaining the change. Rewiring the brain with micro-habits. Here's the best news in this entire video. Personal growth isn't just a mindset. It's a physical renovation project. Your brain has something called structural neuroplasticity. Think of your brain like a forest with dirt paths. Walk the same path daily, and it turns into a paved road. Every time you repeat a new thought or action, you pave a little more. Every time you skip the old path, weeds grow over it. Eventually, the old road disappears. The new road becomes the default. This isn't poetic metaphor. It's biology. New connections. New gray matter. Habit expert Jeremy Dean studied how real habit change actually sticks. His conclusion breaks the fantasy of overnight transformation. Change is a marathon, not a sprint. Forget becoming a completely different person by tomorrow morning. Instead, aim to wake up almost identical to today, except for one tiny, repeatable upgrade. Picture a single brick added to a wall each day. One brick looks like nothing. 90 bricks is a house. The secret ingredient most people skip is environment design. Change your cues, and you change your default behavior automatically. Want to read more? Put the book on your pillow, not the shelf. Want to stop doom scrolling? Charge your phone outside the bedroom. You're not relying on willpower anymore. You're engineering the path of least resistance. Small steps, repeated daily, supported by your environment. That's how new roads get paved in the forest of your mind. If you want more tools like this, subscribe and turn on notifications. Conclusion. Your next move. Let's bring it all together. You started in quiet desperation, a car stuck with the brake on. You learned discomfort isn't the enemy. It's a smoke alarm pointing at real fires. You discovered the subject-object shift, taking the glasses off your face. You learned action comes first, and confidence follows behind it, not in front. And you learned change is built brick by brick, wired in by repetition. None of this requires you to become a new person overnight. It requires one honest decision, made today and repeated tomorrow. So here's your call to action. Choose one small action from this video. Do it in the next hour. Then come back tomorrow and do it again. That's the whole formula. That's the entire secret. Subscribe now, so you're here for the next brick in the wall. Your quiet desperation ends the moment you stop waiting and start moving.